Call the meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman Needham? Here. Councilman Barnaby?
Here.
Supervisor Runyon?
Here.
Councilman Brown?
Here.
Councilman Volusia?
Here. Okay. First order of business will be privilege of the floor. Winnie, is that what you wanted to read? Oh,
I don't know, I've never heard of the Economic Development Corporation, but apparently it's a thing, I think it's nationwide, I could be wrong. But, they wrote an article about Maple Days, and I just wanted to read it. It just, Maple Days is great this year, and I just want to thank the board and everybody for supporting, us and for having it. Maple Days in Warren County Recreation Week is economic impact. Spring in Warren County doesn't just mean warmer weather, it means maple season in full swing. And with it, one of our region's most authentic and quietly impactful economic drivers. Events like Thurman Maple Days and New York State Maple Weekend showcase more than just great syrup. They highlight a growing agritourism sector that blends small businesses, working landscapes, and visitor experience into a powerful economic engine. Across New York, maple production contributes tens of millions of dollars annually in direct product value, with total impact reaching well over $100 million when you include tourism, value-added products. Right here in Warren County, while production volumes are smaller, the economic impact is amplified through visitor spending, local food sales, and regional travel. Over the course of 3 weekends, Thurman Maple Days alone is estimated to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in direct spending, with broader ripple effect across lodging, retail, and dining throughout the region. What makes Maple unique is how efficiently it converts our natural assets into economic opportunity. Supports small and family-run producers, activates rural parts of the country, extends tourism season into early spring, reinforces the Adirondack brand and sense of place. This is a great example of the kind of economy, I don't know what that is, opportunity that continues to drive Warren County forward, small in scale but significant in impact. So, I think we did good, and I want to again thank you guys for your support in it. And, something that I tend to forget, the more people come into Warren County and spend money and their sales tax comes to Thurman, that's less tax dollars, less land tax dollars that we have to pay. So by bringing these people in, it's like, okay, so if you spend money in Warren County, if you go down to Queensbury and spend money and you pay a sales tax, okay, that lessens our land tax. But when you get outsiders paying it, now you've got people outside of Warren County paying us. And I think this was great. I had no idea the amount of money that was generated.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for privilege of the floor? Do you want to wait till I bring it up? Okay, that'll be good. All right, so then next on the list will be our resolutions. First resolution is to approve abstract 4 plans for 2026. Someone bring that to the floor. Ed, okay, and a second? Eugene, okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions about any of the invoices? Okay. Total of abstract 4 for the general fund on April 15th, 2026 is $20,127.75. The total of abstract 4 for the highway fund is $58,101.63. 28,000 of that was the truck that we just purchased, for a total of $78,229.38. You don't have any of what? You don't have any You don't have the resolution. Oh, it's on the other side of your agenda.
Backside of the.
Yeah. Cynthia likes two, yeah, Cynthia likes two-sided paper. I don't, but she does. So there you go. Do you need the numbers again? Yeah, they'd be right on top of it. Yeah. If you need them, I can give them to you. All right. Any other discussion before we vote? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, passes. The next resolution is to update the assessor position from acting assessor to sole appointed assessor. Someone will bring that to the floor. Doug, okay, and a second. Ed? Okay. Whereas the town of Thurman appointed Shay Barnaby as acting assessor as of October 1, 2025, pending completion of courses that would enable her to qualify as a sole appointed assessor. And whereas Shay Barnaby has met the minimum qualification standards for sole appointed assessor within the 6-month period as prescribed by the real property tax law, be it resolved, the Thurman Town Board hereby appoints Shay Barnaby as sole appointed assessor. And I'll add that the application for qualification review was submitted by Shay Barnaby on March 31st, 2126. It's a copy of all of that in your packets, along with her certificates and things that classes that she took. Is there any discussion on this? Were you guys all okay? All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any
I just-
opposed?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, thank you for the log that you created, that was very helpful, and congratulations. I hope you do well. Good luck.
Yeah, congratulations. Now you get your business card. Okay, so then we have. Okay. The second resolution that I have is, it's a proposed local law establishing a moratorium on battery energy storage systems. It just came into me the other day. It came into me from Violet Martin. She's discussing Northampton. They're fighting the first APA-approved lithium-ion battery energy storage system. So I think I'll bring the resolution to the floor, but we'll have quite a discussion on this afterwards. So the resolution is to adopt a local law for a moratorium on battery energy storage systems. So I'm going to bring that to the floor. Doug? Okay. And a second? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have it all right there.
It's not in our usual format, because somebody else drew it.
All right, there it is.
So what I received was an email stating, as I am sure you are already aware, which I was not aware, that Northampton has been fighting the first APA-approved lithium-ion battery energy storage system near Great Sagamdagga Lake.
We haven't brought this to, nobody, made the motion to bring it to the floor to.
Yeah, Doug, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was sleeping through that. part. I got sidetracked. Okay. Excuse me.
That's okay. The town of Northampton and the town of St. Armand, which is Saranac Lake, and the town of Hadley have recently enacted unanimously approved moratoriums on these projects following significant community concern and the need for additional review. There are several other Adirondack towns with moratoriums in the works as well. It reflects an overwhelming concern that utility-scale battery storage facilities in the Adirondack Park present complex considerations related to scale, siting, emergency response, and long-term environmental impact. The moratorium would provide the town with critical time to evaluate zoning and land use regulations, assess emergency preparedness and response capabilities, review environmental considerations, particularly near sensitive areas, and ensure that local laws adequately protect residents and natural resources. What she would like is for people to write to the congressman, senator, and also for towns to join in creating this moratorium that would give time to, to prevent anything from happening immediately. So this is what the resolution says here. Whereas the purpose of this law is to provide for a temporary moratorium on the development of battery storage systems so that the town board may thoroughly consider the impacts of such uses, their appropriate locations in the community, and how to encourage appropriate development of such facilities within the town's land use, development, and zoning objectives. And whereas this local law is enacted pursuant to New York Municipal Home Rule Law and is attached to this resolution for your review, be it resolved that in order to protect the public health, safety, and welfare, it is in the best interest of the town to declare a temporary moratorium on battery energy storage system facilities. And then attached to that is the full moratorium, the definition of the terms, and the effective date would be the local law should take effect upon filing by the Office of the New York Secretary of State. If you would like me to read that whole thing, I can. No, okay. You all have it in your packet, plus a copy of the one that Northampton did, which I just copied over. And some information that I researched before the meeting about these lithium-ion batteries, which I had no idea, that they burn at extremely high temperatures ranging from 392 degrees Fahrenheit to over 1832 degrees Fahrenheit. They're self-sustaining, generate their own oxygen, and can reach peak temperatures in under a second, making them incredibly difficult to extinguish. And that is why Josh is here. He's on the fire department. Did you want to add, have you responded to any of these fires?
Thank you, Madam Supervisor, gentlemen. Well, after speaking with you today, I am in full support of actually putting in this law. From a firefighter standpoint, as you all know, I'm actually the assistant chief of a neighboring local fire department over in Stony Creek. And I can tell you, even on a county level, we do not have the resources to sustain a fire breakage like that if there was a fire that broke out. As you said, they reach like 1,500 degrees. And with that being said, water's not going to put out. You would literally exasperate almost every resource within the county just to get that to extinguish. That's just to get the battery itself to extinguish, not to mention the woods, not to mention the wilderness and wildlife that it would destroy in the process. Especially farther north, they have issues getting water resources. There's not a lot of hydrants here in this area that would be able to sustain the amount of water that would be needed to put that fire out. They have things called thermal runoff. So even after you put it out, you still got to worry about all that wastewater, where it's going to go, how it's going to affect the environment. And that's just the environment itself. That's not including how it's going to affect property taxes, property value. Yeah, they're good in some aspects because they'll allow us to lower the rate for our energy bills, but long term, they're only good for 13, 14 years. I mean, that's just, it's not, it's not good practice for something for that short term. You know what I mean? 13, 14 years, you're going to want to do something different, and we've killed the economy because of something this minute. Like, it's not a good idea to do that.
A question that I had was, what about if someone puts one in the garbage and it ends up in that garbage truck and gets compacted? It can catch on fire from puncturing.
Absolutely. The new, even the new classes that they have us take for electric vehicles, they actually make on a county level now. They're about $1,000 a piece. They're basically large blankets that we put over the vehicle to sustain the fire suppression. But that's only the fire suppression. That doesn't deal with the off-gassing and the chemicals and the emissions that are being put into the ozone and to the air from that. And those are one-time use. So it's not sustainable for any company within this immediate area to even get that type of equipment. And then exasperating on the county level, the hazmat response teams, the mutual aid departments having to have mutual aid departments, having to have more mutual aid departments. It's just, it'd be a nightmare. It would 100% be a nightmare for a small town like ours.
And it says here that the gas emissions are toxic that come off of it
100%,
as well.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and of course you have everything that correlates with it, the water, as I said, the water runoff, the thermal runoff, how it affects our streams, our local wildlife, everything. Like, it's a pretty big impact.
Do you know anywhere where they're doing this already? Where they have these storage
Not anywhere
facilities?
around here. Not anywhere around here. I mean, think about this on a larger scale. I'm sure you guys have heard of like all the solar panel, like wind turbines. What are they doing with those? Those are charging batteries. What are they doing with them once they fail? They're putting them in huge graveyards just to sit there and rot. Is that what we want here in the middle of our park, like right here in our beautiful backyards?
Yeah.
It's really not worth it, honestly. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. No, I don't agree that we should be storing it here. Bad enough we store our own. Like I have a lot of these. I have Ryobi tools. I have.
We all do.
Cynthia told me about somebody whose lithium-ion socks caught on fire while they were on their foot.
Well, that's all right. I'll give you an example. My mother lives in Chestertown, and as a matter of fact, I actually have it in my car if you'd like to see it. I have a little small battery jump pack. It's literally this big and this thick, and it just plug into the wall. It's got a jump pack where I can plug in the cables and I can jump start a car.
Yeah.
I jump started my mother's neighbor Thursday. No, it was Friday afternoon. Took it all apart, put it in the back of my car, left my mother's house in Chestertown. By the time I got to exit 20, I had to pull off because I smelled smoke in my car, and it had melted terminals on my battery on the actual positive side of it to the point where it had started a fire inside my car for unknown reason. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine to have something in a small scale, like the little Ryobis or something like that, but on a large scale, where they want to have these storage facilities, I don't think it's anything that we really need around here.
Well, I'm all for the moratorium. I don't want to hear it. I'm surprised that they would allow them in the Adirondack Park.
So that raises a question that I have. I mean, my inclination is to want to oppose, these types of facilities. Having said that, the APA generally has a very rigorous review project or process for anything like this. And I'm kind of curious what their process was, what conditions they placed on it when they approved this facility, why they approved it, because it doesn't seem to kind of jive to me. So not having had time to review this first we're seeing it is when we showed up at the meeting tonight. I guess I would make a motion that we table this to give us time to review it, especially in light of the fact that we don't have any facilities currently proposed for here or any place around here, and just take until the next meeting to be able to at least review the issue and then make an informed decision on which way to vote. But like I said, my inclination is to vote against these facilities and vote for the moratorium, but I would like to make an informed decision before I vote.
Well, our next meeting is early, right? Don't we have to have the meeting on the 14th? Aren't you going to be away or something?
I probably not, well, that's kind of up in the air now because of my horse, I kind of doubt I'm gonna be going.
Oh, because the meeting is scheduled for the 14th. We can keep it there, which gives us like
I doubt
4
very
weeks.
much I'm gonna be able to go, I think we should, I hate to change the last minute, but
Well, do you want to keep the meeting the same day?
just in case.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, so we can review this, we have a month to review, and so we could vote on it a week earlier than we would be.
You mean have it on the week earlier?
The same day, we've had it scheduled for the 14th, which is a Thursday.
Yeah, which is only like 1 day earlier than this one would be. I guess so, just in case.
That's okay with you?
Yeah, then we keep it the second week instead of third week.
Yeah, right.
Just for this month.
'Cause we
Yeah,
already-
just in case, but I don't know. Yeah.
May 14th is the day we had it. So if we keep it the same day, we have a month to do this. And the other thing that's happening is our workers' comp self-insurance is holding a class, lithium-ion battery safety and response. That's not until June 9th, but I already signed up to go to this because the presentation is going to be procedures for safe use, storage, and emergency response related to the batteries, not only for this major storage, but for the small ones we have for tools and things like that.
If you would like, over at our firehouse over in Stony Creek, we actually have a
Oh,
If
okay.
that'll help get you guys more informed on what we do from a fire standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
I can do that if you'd like.
Okay.
So do we had a motion to table.
To table,
Did-
yeah,
did-
if
were
that's
you-
okay with everybody else.
I'd
like to read it.
Okay, then
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
table
you
that.
need a second, and we need to vote on it, right?
Well, we need a second on the tabling.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I'm not always sleeping.
Is somebody seconding it?
Doug,
Doug?
okay.
Okay, to table until next month, right?
All in favor of tabling, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Alright. And they want us to write two Congress instead of, which I may just do for myself on a personal level because I don't agree with them. So then the next resolutions we have, which we don't have typed up resolutions, but there are two grant applications for occupancy tax. The first one we'll do is the Thurman Townwide sale, which I have down here for May 15th through the 17th, right, Lynn?
Yes.
Okay. This is an annual event that happens here. I can say that the ask for $1,000 is normal. Last year, it was a little over 1,000 and they gave back 340. So, you know, I'm okay with the $1,000. I think it's a good event, it brings in people. So does someone want to bring that resolution to the floor? Eugene, okay. And a second? Doug? Okay. Pretty much it's mostly used for advertising. I notice advertising is quite expensive now. To put a little ad in is like $300-400, so. And printing, you're gonna need that, so it's not unreasonable at all. Does anyone have any other discussion on it before we vote? No? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I abstain.
Abstain, okay.
Can I just say something real quick?
Sure, sure.
Thank you very much, and since we are starting this late, the success of the townwide sale is twofold. It's to get people registered,
Right.
and then to advertise to get people in town, so it's so late right now, so if everybody, however you can, spread the word and have people get registered, we'll have forms for them to fill out.
Okay.
I'll get ways for them to fill out something online, but, I mean, we used to have 100 sites, we used to have 100 places. And if, I mean, you're not gonna come from Glens Falls, South Glens Falls, Vermont, you've got 15 garage sales, but if you've got 100, they're gonna come.
The more
So
names you show, the better, yeah.
Yeah, spread the word any way you can, if you would.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
put a sign there.
What about the county? Would they help you do that? Put that on anything?
In fact, we've had a phone call from the county.
Or Lake George TV?
Yeah, Lake George TV, but I had a phone call from the county, like Myron had a phone call, they referred it to me.
Yeah.
So, now that I know we're going ahead with this,
Yeah.
return his call.
Even the Lake George Regional Commerce, you know?
Yeah, now the Lake George Chamber and the county tourism have always backed us.
Yeah, you'll get it way out there that way, yeah. Okay. The second resolution is a grant application for the Woods Walk. And what's the date for that? Oh, I think it's in June, right? Do you have a date for it?
June 6th.
June 6th? Oh, I see it, okay. I'm gonna write it down. This is also an event that has happened for the last 2 years. Does someone want to bring this resolution to the floor? Ed, okay, and a second? Eugene? Okay. It's another fun event that everybody likes, the Woods Walk. I've been on it multiple times. Last year, I think we gave 900, so to up it up 1,000 is not unreasonable, given the extra cost for publicity. I'm okay with the 1,000. Does anybody have any other discussion on it?
No.
No? Okay. Then all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Yes,
I abstain.
abstain. And then it passes. Okay. Good.
Again, can I just say something?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, and with the woods walk, we encourage any neighbors or friends to set up with us, so if you know of anybody that sells stuff, has a hobby, has a passion, and they want to set up with us, we'd love to have neighbors and friends, so feel free to get in touch with me, we'd love to have you,
Okay, great.
and spread the word. Thank you.
And that's all I have for resolutions. We could do reports from the town board liaisons. Do you have anything, Doug? Okay, Eugene?
I had, Richard had one, but everything turned out okay,
Okay,
so.
all right, that's good. Ed?
Well, county's been very helpful with picking our hoppers up. Taking good, the area is pretty much cleaned up, thawed out. I got a couple emails out to the county. Some reason this spring, I see an influx of 1 pound propane soap.
It's not even camping season yet.
Yeah, and I wanna make sure that we dispose of them the proper way. I've
Yeah,
had some people in excess of 50 of them.
Wow.
You know, with
wow. What is the proper way to dispose of?
there's several ways, we'll let deal with the county. I sent an email to them.
Okay.
Hopefully we have our meeting in May.
Yeah,
I do wanna go to that.
yeah, I haven't gotten the final date, but as soon as I know.
I got an email out and I'll let you know. I mean, I've been storing them. They're empty, like, you know.
I actually refill my own, the little green ones.
Yeah.
I refill mine.
Yeah, some you can, I found out they got a number on them, a label, some can be refilled, some cannot, you know, so. I know there's other proper ways to dispose of them. I just wanna make sure I put them in the right spot.
Yeah.
Get my hands slapped.
All right, Randy?
That's all.
Animal control officer Brett Walton gave me this report. On March 13th, he received a call regarding a yellowish dog that looked unhealthy running loose on Mud Street. Investigated the area, no results, no further action taken. On March 24th, he received a call from upstate SPCA regarding a dog that Warren County Sheriff's Department had dropped off the previous day. Call was placed to Warren County Sheriff's Department saying that the dog needed to be picked up from the SPCA and taken to Parks and Rec boarding facility. The dog was picked up by the Warren County Sheriff's Department and taken to the proper facility. March 30th, he received a call from the town hall saying that a UPS driver had informed them that a dog that looked unhealthy was tied to a tree at 98th Hall Road. Upon arrival, he noticed a chocolate lab type dog tied to a tree, did not appear to be unhealthy, and conditions were okay as far as the law is concerned. Contact information was left, no further action was taken.
Yeah, what happened, that dog had wrapped himself around a tree. He wasn't on a short leash or anything. He just got wrapped up. And the other one, I believe, is still in Parks and Rec.
Okay. I just have one other report, not related to this. I was gonna give you, I've talked to our land surveyor a couple of times. He keeps promising me he's gonna do things, and I'm not seeing anything. I don't know if you've gotten anything from him.
No,
It might take a call from you to get him to get moving. I know it's his busy season, but, I mean, originally he was gonna do the whole plat plan for us, get it all done.
yeah,
But the most recent thing I kind of conveyed to him, the urgency of resolving some of the things because of some issues that are going on. And he said that he could do some things to at least resolve the issues around that particular part of the cemetery, but I've received nothing from him.
of like available plots, that's really what we need.
The ones that are in question with.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
So, anyhow, maybe it's gonna require a call from you because
Okay.
I'm not getting any place.
okay. That's all right.
That's on Reynolds, right?
Yeah, around the cemetery.
I received some, just a contact, and this was casual contact from the property owner that owns around behind the cemetery.
Yeah,
And he was coming up to Maple Days. I never did connect with him, so I don't or not, but, he questioned what was going on because apparently he's still interested in, conveying to the town or making some deal for that strip of land around the cemetery.
Yeah.
So it would be nice if we could wrap this up while he's still willing to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I had one person, a couple people come in on the old part of the cemetery, they said pine tree leaning in on some of the graves. I didn't get time to walk today,
Mhm.
but maybe we'll follow up on that.
Yeah, well, Scott will start. Scott's starting April 29th,
Yeah,
so he'll be up there. That'll be the first one he probably does, so he'll take care
yeah,
of all that.
sure, I can call and tell them to follow up.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's any damage, they were just telling me about it, so
Mhm.
we should follow up.
Okay. I know Scott will be there. He'll take care of that.
Well, cemetery,
The old one.
Yeah.
I'll let him know. Just start there. Okay, and then the other things that I have, Stony Creek did come and pick up the generator.
Good.
And John O'Neill, their supervisor, says thank you very much. He also wanted me to let you know that there's Memorial Day parades, although we don't have one here in Thurman. There's a Memorial Day parade on Memorial Day in Warrensburg at 9 a.m. and Stony Creek at 1 p.m.
As president of the Stony Creek Company, unfortunately inviting you guys and this Thurman department to that celebration and parade.
Yeah, I'll be there.
will you extend that invitation separately to the fire company, or do we need to let them know?
I'll let them know. I was just letting you know that I'm
Thank
excited
you.
to go.
Thank you.
Okay. Townwide yard sales, May 15th through 17th. On May 9th, the historian, Myra, is having the Victorian lady here. She's been here before. She's very interesting, the presentations that she provides. And at this time, she'll be dealing with information from the Titanic at 4 p.m. on May 9th. The youth director has a Mother's Day planting scheduled for May 10th. I don't have the time yet, though, so. Contact the youth director if you have any children you want. She always does a Mother's Day planting right here. And that's all I have.
I have a question.
Okay.
What's the status of our garage project? Have we got anything going on with that now?
The garage project, well, we still have the money available. What we don't have is Cedarwood letting me know. I did have to get the new cost sheet. I'm waiting to find out if it's 8 bay or 10 bay. I am not getting any responses, and I am considering seeking a different engineer.
When you say the money's still available, what
The,
source of money?
the bond money is still available. Like, he's still calling me to let me know the money is still there for us, but we need comptroller approval to go out into a bond before we can execute any kind of contracts.
Is this the one that, spawning our trucks and stuff? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, he's like the middle person. He's the one who finds the financing. So,
Okay. We've talked about this over the last 2 years a number of times, and I think a few times you've promised to get me that information, because I'm interested in what the bonding is, because I have questions about it.
yeah,
So if you could get me that info, I'd like it. I'd like to review it.
okay. Well, we can't really choose them. We have to I still have to go to other people. I can't just, they have the money available. So if it comes to it, they would be the one, but I still think I should reach out to 2 other locations for.
Oh, I think we should reach out to multiple ones, especially given the interest rates are going up and stuff. I mean, it's not gonna be a good time to bond something.
Really, it's a lot lower than it was 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Loan interest has dropped.
Thought it was going up recently. Mortgage loans are.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay. So you're up.
Well, to adjourn.